Okay, Piper, whenever you're ready.
Whoa, let's get this over with.
All right.
So if it isn't obvious already, I'm an equestrian and I've been riding for about going on 9 years. So of course, I jumped at the opportunity to get to work with 2 young horses this summer. Working with these horses wasn't going to be an easy task. This is because these horses are considered green. What is a green horse? Michigan State University defines green horses as horses with little to no formal training. This typically refers to horses who have little to no training under the saddle. But in this case, it means horses that haven't had much handling. They have very little training overall. They're pretty much new to everything. Green horses can be incredibly dangerous, especially to babies. And many trainers actually won't work with baby horses because they're so unpredictable. This summer, I worked with 2 baby horses, and I wanted to make them safe for the family that owned them because they have 2 young children. Working with the babies was fun, but it definitely was not an easy task. I got stepped on, bitten, kicked, bumped into when the horses decided that something was scary and they had to gallop off. I got dragged across the ring. I've been almost run over multiple times. And this is solely because these horses were young and they didn't know any better. And quite frankly, all of that was enough to make me want to quit. But what would quitting have done? Aside from failing senior seminar, absolutely nothing. It wouldn't benefit me in any way, and it wouldn't make the horses magically safer for everyone. So I kept going with it. But why? I kept going because pushing through pain, discouragement, and fear only makes you stronger. The year-old colt named Panucci is a prime example. Panucci was terrified of everything. I kid you not, the wind would blow and he would be halfway across the ring because it was that scary. So of course this summer, I did tons of desensitizing work with him. In short, desensitizing is introducing horses to things that, just random things in general that they might come across, so things that they might deem scary, things that they might not usually see, but suddenly it's there and it's like, oh my gosh, well, what is that? Desensitizing teaches horses to relax and focus on you when something scares them. Panucci would rear up and bolt during desensitizing work. But the more we worked through his fear, the calmer and more confident he became. Entrepreneur.com says, you don't develop bravery and courage in good times. You develop them when you actually confront your fears. Fear isn't the only thing that you're going to have to work through in life, though, unfortunately. Life is frustrating. And so are 2-year-old horses. I worked with a 2-year-old mare this summer as well, named Pandora. And Pandora freaked out over a very scary, very scary strip of fly tape. She ended up kicking me through a tack room door, and I was livid. I was in pain, and I was angry, and I wanted to just put her back out into the paddock and be completely done with it. She'd walked by the fly tape 500,000 times. This was not something new. But I didn't put her back out in the paddock. And that day she did so well in the ring. Medium.com says, we all go through difficult times in life, and it can help us build the strength to make it through anything. Going through hard times is beneficial. It makes you tougher, stronger, and more successful. Not only will pushing through difficult times make you stronger, it can also improve your mindset and outlook. I had one day this summer where Panucci was in a foul mood, and I mean a very foul mood. He was pinning his ears at me and trying to bite me. Ear pinning is pretty much a thing that horses do when they're not happy with you being in their space, or they're not happy with something that you're doing. It's kind of like a warning to back off and, get out of their space. Panucci was pinning his ears and biting at me, and we hadn't even started work in the ring yet. I was grooming him the day he wasn't even to the difficult part yet. But I couldn't let him just go out into the paddock because he was in a foul mood. That would only teach him that being a jerk means that you get to go back and do whatever you want. You don't have to do the work that day. After a half hour of dealing with his little tantrum while I was grooming him, we went into the ring, and he was absolutely amazing. He did everything I asked him to without any hesitation. I was really proud of him. It reminded me why I love working with horses and why I wanted to continue doing my project. UWHealth.org says that research has found that up to 70% of people experience positive psychological growth from difficult times, such as a deeper sense of self and purpose, and a greater appreciation for life and loved ones. Life is going to throw unexpected obstacles your way, or in my case, you're the unexpected object being thrown at the obstacle. You only benefit from pushing through the difficult times, though. Thank you for listening to my final talk. Any questions?
Great job, Piper.